Hi, so today we're going to be doing Pick a Pile Tarot card reading, and we're going to be delving into the subject of true love. Love, of course, is, I think, the most important reason to be alive is to love and be loved. So I thought today it might be nice to examine our relationship with love and have a choice of pick a pile. So you can go ahead and take a look, meditate on the piles, and figure out which one resonates. Sometimes more than one resonates for you. But go ahead and enjoy this video. Pick a pile as we examine the magical world of true love. And of course, if you like this video and all the videos that have to do with tarot, remote viewing, natural healing, all that good stuff, please think about subscribing to the Oracle of Whimsy. Our goal is 150 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd like to think that we can make it. All right, thanks everybody. Enjoy your reading. Okay, so here is our setup, and today we're going to be working with the energy of how to attract more love in our lives. Go ahead and take this moment to just meditate. You have 3 piles here. Pile number 1, we can see, just go ahead and enjoy that energy if you're feeling drawn to pile number 1. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. Isn't that pretty? I just picked all of those from my garden today. And each one of these plants gives off a different energy, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that. And of course, we'll be working with some wonderful cards today as well. All right. Take a moment to breathe that in. Okay. I want to call on white light protection for myself and this community as we ask permission from Spirit to access the Akashic records. We call on our spirit guides and our good angels to be with us. Please give us the clarity and the wisdom that is needed to empower all of us on our journeys to make the best decisions for ourselves, our families, the planet, the people we love, but also to help those that we may have strife with. And together collectively as a community, we say, Amen. Okay, for those people who have selected pile number 1, this is pile number 1, and you have chosen lavender. You have chosen lavender, and this is your love reading, and I hope you enjoy it. Pile number 1. The issue that you are to address at this time is that you must learn patience. Love grows slowly over time, and it grows based on the soil. What you plant, you will reap. So when we nurture something over time, we have love. Look at what you are planting. Be patient and know that love is coming for you. You have an Ace of Cups coming in your karma card. That's quite auspicious. It would mean that you're attracting love or love is being drawn to you, but you must learn patience at this time. There's a new road or a new beginning you are starting at this time regarding love, and you may also have known tremendous grief, possibly poverty, or needing to leave behind old relationships that didn't work out for you in the past. So 5 of Pentacles can be a poverty card, and it has to be about trying to get out of situations of poverty. So I think it's very healthy. It's basically saying that you were trying to move away from unhealthy relationships. And it seems like you're really doing the spiritual work and learning patience and doing a lot of internal searching as well. Hierophant is also really auspicious for you because this shows, particularly if it's in the 4th house, which it is, and that would indicate that it's somebody that's seeking a higher ethics or a higher ethos. I think you're someone who's genuinely looking for true love, but you're also somebody who has left toxic relationships in the past, predominantly because you felt drugged down by them. And I think that's really healthy. I like this idea of Page of Wands, Archangel Uriel moving in for you, because that would indicate that you're starting a new road or a new belief system. I also think you're going to be looking for somebody who is spiritually aligned with you, because the Lover's card is sitting in the third house. So what you're really looking for is somebody who's on the same spiritual path as you. Hierophant with that Lover's card. It's a very romantic, it's a romantic idea about love. However, you're being cautioned not to invest too much into narrow ideas about what your soulmate could be like. Hang up is coming up. Hanged Man is coming in the sixth house, which could indicate that it could be time for you to move away from old beliefs and start to open up your ideas about what would really be best for you, what you think would be the best partner for you, the best soulmate. I see you winding up in a very serious relationship in the future, because you have a Two of Cups as your final outcome, and that could be marriage or a very serious relationship. What I love about your reading is the fact that you're somebody who has taken responsibility for your life. And I think that's very, very healthy. Again, here in the seventh house, we can see a Magician card moving in. And I really get the impression with the Eight of Wands as your obstacle that you're somebody who's also feels that taking things too quickly has been a mistake in the past, and now you really want to start to take things slowly and be patient and allow things to grow over time. Hopes and fears is the truth. You often are a little too critical of yourself, but it's very, very auspicious indeed that you wound up with the Two of Cups as your final outcome, because again, that would indicate that you're probably going to be able to achieve a level of intimacy and seriousness in a relationship that you've always looked for. And I'm going to go ahead and predict that you're going to meet someone or be in a pretty serious relationship within 1 year. This is a new situation for you. It's somebody who has worked hard and has done the work necessary to heal themselves, knows that they don't want to go back to the past. The spiritual trip up for you is to, if you don't want to keep winding up with the same person, you have to begin to let go of preconceived ideas about what you think your soulmate is going to be. Also, I'm going to go ahead and predict that this individual does well for themselves financially in the coming year, because the Magician is with the Ace of Pentacles, which would also indicate financial stability going forward. All right, and you can see that Ace of Swords, that's my 1 year period. Beautiful reading for you. You can see you had three aces moving in, both as the karma card, that your karma and destiny is love, Ace of Cups, that you are learning patience and not to move too quickly, to take love slow. And your finances look great in the coming year. But I think within 1 year, if you keep your head about you and are open-minded, be clear in your ethics, but open-minded in the package, who the person is that's showing up. And I think if you do that, you're going to be in a really amazing relationship within 1 year. All right, that is your reading for pile number 1, and I hope that gave you some clarity. If you selected pile number 2, you have selected sage. Sage is a protector plant. It is one of the plants that we burn before we give healings, and that is because it is a protector and a purifier. That could indicate that you are looking for protection and security in love. Let's take a look. This is pile number 2. This presents as someone who may be confused at this time. You may be confused and not quite sure you know what you want. This is a time in your life when you're searching. You may feel that you just don't know where you're headed. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. You have no idea what's in store for you when it comes to love. But here is what you know for sure. You know that the past is gone, that the relationships you had that broke your heart before, for whatever reason, they have ended. And now we have this situation of somebody who may be confused. You're in a period right now of serious transition. This is a period of serious transition. And I'm just getting a lot of confusion here with you. Hold. And I'm getting a lot of confusion here for you. First off, like I said, Sage is about a need to protect, but we're also seeing somebody that may have gone through some endings in some relationships and may be confused about how it wound up like that. Again, here the moon is associated with Cancer. It's also can be hormonal, like the ebb and flow of the tides and hormones. And again, it can be this kind of emotional confusion, howling at the moon, lunacy, Seven of Cups, pipe dreams, not knowing where to go. I think this is someone who may have been sidelined or just found it difficult coming out of a relationship that left them possibly completely shell-shocked or confused. That would be my best way to interpret what this person has gone through. And we know that the past is done with this individual because death stands in your karma card, and that means what's done is done. It is time to move on. And you also have a hanged man in your crossing, which would be that this need to move on from the past and to not pigeonhole yourself by any preconceived ideas you had about the past. I feel you're entering into a period in your life which is more business oriented. It could be that you're more career oriented, finance oriented, grounded in reality. You are someone that has a deep desire to serve and help others. So it's not just that you're a business person for business sake, you're someone who does business for the sake of helping others. I think you're coming out of on a really emotional time when it comes to your relationships, if you really want me to tell you the truth, because with the Knight of Swords moving, coming out of that, that as a Knight of Swords, an angry kind of emotional energy here. And I think you're somebody who probably has a very strong personality, strength in your sixth house. You may be somebody who's just unbelievably strong, very protective. Look at this again, Eight of Cups, walking away. This is someone who left everything behind, is now trying to protect themselves with that sage energy and is just putting the past behind them and is moving on. Your house of opposition is over. I feel like you have been removed from other people's lives also. I feel like you're someone who maybe gave a lot and then things ended possibly abruptly for you, or it just, when it was over, it was over. Knight of Pentacles goes nowhere. It is over, walking away, completely confused, overdone, confused, hung it all up, moving towards taking care of themselves financially, career-wise, hope and fear, the need again to defend. Seven of Wands, a desire to defend oneself. And the final outcome for you, Nine of Wands, the need to defend yourself, protect yourself, Nine of Wands, against perceived attacks, agoraphobia. This is a time for you to heal and to build yourself up financially. Take time to meditate. You are not obligated to take responsibility for another person's mistakes. Only learn from any changes or mistakes you made that you may regret. I see you traveling quite a bit in the future. And I think you have learned a tremendous amount of independence from your experiences. And you may choose to spend a little time just focusing on yourself for the next couple of years. For you, the spiritual lesson is be strong in yourself. Know who you are so that no winds will shake you from your foundation. Build strong roots for yourself. You can see here the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, excuse me. The Two of Swords is coming in as your final outcome. And that again would be somebody who is protecting themselves emotionally and a desire to flee. I would say at this time, with this juxtaposition, pile number 2 is somebody who is going to be working a lot on themselves, healing themselves in the coming years, and building a strong foundation so that they can be present for others in the ways they wish to be present for others. Because this is someone who presents as possibly an entrepreneur that's going to be dedicating their lives to caring for those who are more vulnerable than themselves. But at the same time, this strong individual must also learn to carry weight alone. And so it is a difficult path, but one that is quite rewarding. After this period, after the coming years of just working on yourself that's presented here, it's not to say you won't meet a soulmate in this time, but the main focus here in the coming years is on self-development, becoming strong. And I think that that is a beautiful thing because you are making yourself a priority. And love is as perennial as the grass. We just need to work on ourselves at this time. All right, that is for pile number 2. Pile number 2, sage protection. Sage is protection. This plant is catnip, and of course I always keep it in my garden because my cat absolutely loves catnip and loves to rub around in it, so I always like to leave a little out for my cat. The spiritual significance of catnip is that it can help with migraine headache, it can help with mild fever. It is known a lot to work energetically with people who struggle with addiction. So the reason I selected it today was people who may be struggling with codependency, addiction, and relationships that are often really, really intense, where you just want to completely be merged with that person. You may be attracting that catnip. You just can't stay away. Yeah. So that is pile number 3. Let's see what catnip, the message for catnip is. And if you haven't had a chance yet to like, share, and subscribe to the stream, it would be great. I would really appreciate it. And think about coming in for a reading. I would love to work with you. I'm available for telephone consultations. You just book me through Booksy. All that information is below this video. We're at right now, pile number 3. A great healing is over you. You have the Tower as your base card. Maybe you have come out of some really intense relationships, or you have been just hit really hard by some intense relationships. The Tower is like being just incredibly intense, and Ace of Cups is a love card coming to you. So you have this really intense energy over the issues of love. You may have been completely heartbroken by your soulmate. You may have just felt like you found the one. It's a very intense connection. This is somebody who has very intense connections, and you have known heartbreak. I think you have a pretty good idea of who soulmates have been in the past. I think that you may have had a soulmate in the past that has hurt and disappointed you. I think that you had to leave a relationship possibly that was very, very intense. I think you're somebody who is very generous and will be helping others along the way. However, this speaks to an unbelievably intense, passionate love affair. We have to be careful with this kind of juxtaposition because it can become, again, like an addiction, which is what we see with catnip. And you can see that King of Cups, that King of Hearts there, and that heartbreak as you try to take control and navigate this grief, looking at the answers. And again, here, 5 of Pentacles, a desire to get away from the thing that drags you down. We often see poverty with addiction. I feel you're building a new foundation and a new road for yourself. And I'm seeing maturity. With new maturity will come new loves and new relationships. We can see that 3 of Pentacles moving in for you, which can be building a new foundation. And 2 of Cups is moving in as the House of Opposition, which is a desire to bring somebody new. And there it is, the Devil, which is what we were assuming was going to come in when we're talking about codependency and addiction. We will often see that Devil card. And again, here with that Tower, somebody who has had just really intense love affairs. I can't quit you. I just can't quit you, right? And here again, that love affair energy. And the final outcome for you, that thing that you are obsessed with will become the thing that chains you. You can see the chains and the chains here. The spiritual lesson for you is that love should not be an addiction, and it should not be something that chains you. For that reason, your spiritual lesson is that you will mature into a new way of viewing love. We can see it here, that foundation, a relationship that's based on a solid foundation, and the day-to-day mutual respect that comes into building a relationship that's long-term and moving away from this kind of extreme passion and codependency that may have been harmful to you in the past. All right. I want to thank you for watching this Pick a Pile on True Love. If you need to see me for an appointment, you can find all that information below this video. And of course, please think about liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel. All right. So be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless. Peace out. We'll see you next time, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.